Hey friends, it's David again, and for those of you that follow us, you know that we make our power from the rooftop solar panels and the one single ground expansion solar panel that we've got, and hopefully soon a little bit more power from a wind turbine as well. But these sources still don't bring in enough power for us to power our rooftop air conditioner on our RV. It pulls about 1,300 watts while running, and we only have 770 watts of solar total. And so running our air conditioner off of our batteries drains them down super quickly. Sure, on really hot days when we need our air conditioner, we can get our generator out and run our air conditioner off of our small inverter generator, but we really don't like doing it. You know, we're burning fuel then, so there's some added cost, and you know, it's noisy and there are exhaust fumes, and for all those reasons, we just really prefer to not run the generator unless it's like so hot that we can't even bear it. So what ends up happening is if we're in an area that starts getting really hot day after day after day, instead of just running our generator nonstop, we'll just move somewhere that it is, more mild temperatures and just colder. But we would like to have much more flexibility on where we can stay, other than just areas where the temperatures are really mild, typically between, the temperatures of 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit is what we try to stick with. Anything warmer than 80 degrees and it starts to get pretty hot inside of our trailer, and then temperatures under 60 degrees, we're just running the furnace constantly and going through a ton of propane. And so because of that, we are thinking of, well, not really thinking of, it's something that we're definitely going to do, is install a mini split air conditioning unit onto our travel trailer. A mini split air conditioner is a unit that places the compressor and the condenser outside of the unit, and then the evaporator goes on the inside. And those components being split up is where the term mini split comes from, as opposed to all of that being in one unit, like in a rooftop air conditioner or in like a window unit that you see like in apartments and houses. Mini split air conditioners only use between like 500 and 800 watts, which is way less power consumption than the 1,300 watts of our current rooftop air conditioning system. And, I've heard about mini splits in the past, but it wasn't until we saw Thomas and Stacy's with their YouTube channel, I'm Not Lost, I'm RVing, where I was really like, oh yeah, well, I definitely need to do this. And they made a ton of videos on mini splits, so I'll go ahead and drop links in the video description to their videos so you can check those out, because honestly, that's where we got the idea to do it on our travel trailer from. Not only would we be able to run our air conditioner more often with a mini split, but on top of that, they also have a heat pump option available. At least the mini splits that we're looking at do. And so that would allow us to heat our RV with electricity from our solar panels and a possible wind turbine in the future, without having to turn our furnace on and burn a bunch of propane. And so we would even be more likely to camp in colder environments than we do right now, just because we don't like running our furnace all the time. It actually goes through propane pretty quickly. And on top of that, even, the mini splits are whisper quiet. I was blown away by how quiet the mini split that Thomas and Stacy has is. You can barely hear the thing when it's running, and compare that to the insanely loud rooftop air conditioners. Like when our air conditioner is on currently, we can barely even hold a conversation right next to each other without having to yell. They're just so loud. And having a mini split, this thing could run anytime, even while like one of us is trying to take a nap or something, and it'd be just fine. Before we get back to RV air conditioners, I want to really quickly tell you about this video's sponsor, Huel. Huel's mission is to make nutritionally complete, convenient, affordable food with minimal impact on animals and the environment. Every Huel meal contains all 27 essential vitamins and minerals, protein, essential fats, carbs, fiber, and phytonutrients. We got Huel for those days that we want a quick, healthy, but balanced meal. Running 2 YouTube channels and a Twitch channel consumes a ton of our time. So instead of just grabbing a really fast, unhealthy snack when we're hungry but stretched on time, Huel lets us get all the nutrients we need in an insanely fast meal. Let me show you just how quickly you can prepare a meal using Huel Hot and Savory and our favorite flavor, tomato and herb. All you have to do is boil 7 ounces of water, combine that and 2 scoops of Huel Hot and Savory in a heat-safe container, stir thoroughly, cover and let sit for 5 minutes. Then it's ready to eat. I even tossed in a little cheese, but you can top it with whatever you'd like. Click on the link in the video description below to try Huel Hot and Savory for yourself. And big thanks to Huel for sponsoring this video. Now back to RV mini splits. Even another reason that we are really wanting to get a mini split is because then we'll be able to remove our rooftop air conditioner here and replace it with another max air fan. We already have one in the bathroom already, but if we had 2, we would be able to move even more air through our travel trailer than we currently can with the 1 exhaust fan. And the really nice thing is that the opening that this rooftop air conditioner fits into is the standard 14 by 14 inch opening that pretty much all rooftop fans, air conditioners in RVs have. So all we would have to do is remove this and then just drop a max fan down into it as well. And I mean, air conditioners are pretty heavy too, so we would be removing some weight from our travel trailer, and that weight is near the back of our travel trailer too. And you guys know, like when distributing weight throughout a trailer, it's better to have that weight toward the front than toward the back. Now there are 2 places that we're considering installing the mini split air conditioner into, and our backup location is right here. We'd take these baskets down off the wall and hang the evaporator on the wall right there. Back here in like this main living space of our travel trailer. And this is only really the backup location because if we put it here, we would have to place the condenser on our rear bumper. We would have to mount it to the rear bumper somehow. And that would just be a little tougher than our primary location, which we hope will work. But one of the pros about this, mounting it here, is that, like I said, this is the primary living space, and so having a heating and cooling device back here is just going to help, just make it more comfortable in the location that we are most of the time during the day. And then another advantage of mounting it back here is that it's closer to our RV's electrical panel, which is where we would be wiring it into. We would just essentially use the spot in our breaker box that the current air conditioner uses, and instead place in there the correct size breaker for the mini split, whatever that might be, and just run wires from the mini split air conditioner up to the breaker box there. And the main area that we hope to be able to mount our mini split on the inside is just above the window here, and this is toward the front of our trailer and right over our bed. And the main reason that we hope to be able to mount it here is because mounting the condenser and compressor unit outside would be easier because there's already an existing location that we could sort of just drop it down into on the front tongue of the travel trailer, which is where the factory lead acid battery sat. But since we've removed that and we now, have lithium iron phosphate batteries in our pass-through storage compartment, this area is freed up. Now, I don't really know the dimensions of the condenser compressor unit, so I don't really know if it'll fit in this area, but if it could, that would be ideal for us. But if not, and we have to mount it in the other location I explained, then it's really not that big of a deal. Both of them will work exceptionally well. So after this whole video of me just rhapsodizing about how awesome mini splits are and how great they would be for our application, you might be asking, why has it taken you so long? Why don't you have one yet? And the answer is actually pretty simple. Mini split air conditioners aren't cheap. You know, the one that we are looking at getting costs about $800. And any of you that know me know that if I can get by without spending a bunch of money, you know, with something that I already have, then I'm just going to keep getting by with that. I mean, look at our truck, for instance. I've been talking about four-wheel drive, needing a truck with 4x4 for ages now, and what do I have? Still have a two-wheel drive truck. So, you know, and it's because the truck works. It works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But after seeing Thomas and Stacy's mini split in action in their motorhome, you know, I came to the conclusion that the time has come and I'm getting a mini split for our travel trailer. But to be able to power the mini split air conditioner, you know, throughout the day, we're still going to have to either increase the amount of solar panels we have, get a wind turbine, or a combination of both. But we are extremely excited at the prospect of being able to heat and cool our travel trailer using electrical power brought in through solar and wind. The mini split is quieter, uses less electricity, and it will save us on propane. If you guys have any experience with using a mini split air conditioner, please post that down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys because I definitely still have much to learn when it comes to mini splits in an RV application. But that's all for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Sweetie girl, say bye. Good girl. Good girl.